Court, Michigan voters will decide redistricting proposal with the Capitol Rotunda in the background. Demonstrators rally outside the Michigan Hall of Justice in Lansing, Michigan, on Wednesday, July 18, 2018, where the Michigan Supreme Court heard arguments about whether voters in November should be able to pass a constitutional amendment that would change how the state's voting maps are drawn, or whether such changes could only be adopted at a rarely held constitutional convention. Dale G. Young, Detroit News via AP, Lansing, Michigan. AP, Michigan voters this fall will get to decide whether to change how their state's congressional and legislative districts are drawn, the state Supreme Court ruled late Tuesday. In a 4-3 decision, the justices rejected a lawsuit challenging an anti-gerrymandering ballot measure, meaning it will go to a statewide vote in November. The constitutional amendment, if approved, would entrust redistricting to an independent commission instead of the legislature and governor. It is a bid to stop partisan gerrymandering, the process of a political party drawing electoral maps to maintain or expand its hold on power. Michigan Republicans controlled redistricting after the 2010 and 2000 censuses. They have 9 of Michigan's 14 U.S. House districts and hold 27-10 and 63-46 majorities in the state Senate and state House, respectively. The suit was filed by a business-backed group that contended the ballot measure was too broad and that such changes instead should be decided at a rarely held constitutional convention. But a majority of the High Court, which is controlled 5-2 by Republican nominees or appointees, ruled that the citizen-initiated constitutional amendment organized by ballot committee voters, not politicians, is permissible because it would not significantly alter or abolish the form or structure of our government, nor propose changes creating the equivalent of a new constitution. Justices David Viviano, Bridget McCormick, Richard Bernstein and Elizabeth Clement, in an opinion written by Viviano, affirmed a state appeals court decision that had ordered the proposal on the ballot. Under the initiative, a commission of citizens who meet certain qualifications would handle redistricting. There would be 4 Democrats, 4 Republicans and 5 members with no affiliation with either major party. The panel would be prohibited from providing a disproportionate advantage to a political party, using accepted measures of partisan fairness. The dissenting justices said the measure proposes a general revision to the Constitution and is eligible to be placed on the ballot only at a constitutional convention. The VNP proposal would affect the foundation power of government by removing altogether from the legislative branch authority over redistricting and consolidating that power instead in an independent commission made up of 13 randomly selected individuals who are not in any way chosen by the people, representative of the people, or accountable to the people. This, in my judgment, reflects a fundamental alteration in the relationship between the people and their representatives, Chief Justice Stephen Markman wrote in an opinion joined by Brian Zara and Curtis Wilder. The ballot drive was organized by an all-volunteer group of activists that defied the odds by collecting hundreds of thousands of signatures without having to pay for them, a rarity in Michigan politics outside of anti-abortion petition drives. The court's decision upholds our right as citizens to petition our government for positive change, Katie Fahy, founder and executive director of Voters Not Politicians, said in a statement. She said the measure would bring the redistricting process out in the open, adding that it's time voters choose their politicians, not the other way around. The legal challenge was brought by Citizens Protecting Michigan's Constitution, a group connected with the State Chamber of Commerce. Though Fahy said the redistricting proposal is supported by Democrats, Republicans and Independents, the Michigan Republican Party has said the ballot drive is led by a Democrat front group, and has no GOP leaders. An Associated Press statistical analysis of the 2016 election results found that Michigan's state House districts had one of the largest Republican tilts in the nation, trailing only South Dakota's. The AP used an efficiency gap analysis to measure potential gerrymandering, the same statistical tool later cited in a lawsuit that alleges Michigan's legislative districts are unconstitutional. Separate statistical analysis conducted for the AP by the Princeton University Gerrymandering Project found that the extreme Republican advantages in some states were unlikely to be a fluke. The Princeton analysis found that the Republican edge in Michigan's state house districts had only a 1 in 16,000 probability of occurring by chance. Voters in other states also will weigh in on redistricting this fall. In Colorado, 2 proposed constitutional amendments have been placed on the ballot by the legislature. Petitions submitted in Missouri and Utah are awaiting certification. Associated Press writer David A. Lieb in Jefferson City, Missouri, contributed to this report. Follow David Eggert on Twitter at https://twitter.com/DavidEggertOO. His work can be found at https://appnews.com/search/David Eggert. Copyright 2018 The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, written or redistributed.